Christie, Kaiser. May not use prefixes. I don't have all those on here. So if you would, please.
My name is Christie Kaiser. I live at 4700 Schubert Road. During the past week, I've come to realize just how little the average citizen knows about the homosexual agenda. Many people, and sadly many lawmakers, believe that homosexuals only want basic rights. In order to gain public acceptance of gay rights legislation, homosexuals have learned not to mention in public forums their desire and determination to get special rights. Over the past 20 years, homosexual activists have pressed an entirely new, radically different set of claims to civil protection. The homosexual agenda is to create a special protected status for homosexuals under civil rights laws. Then by working through human rights commissions, schools, and other places, they intend to establish homosexuality as acceptable. We already see this happening through new textbooks in elementary schools that promote the normalization of the gay lifestyle. Federal agencies are providing tax support for homosexual-related activities. To garner special status in public policy, homosexuals are using 4 myths. They say 10% of the population is homosexual. But research by the University of Chicago puts the national percentage of homosexuals at less than 1%. Gays also claim people are born homosexual. Studies from Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, Albert Einstein College of Medicine, and Masters and Johnson say otherwise, pointing to environmental factors and traumatic events in childhood. Homosexuals say they cannot change. That, too, is a myth. Hundreds of organizations like Exodus International, New Creations, and Homosexuals Anonymous are helping gays out of the lifestyle using reparative therapy techniques. But let's talk a minute about the claim that homosexuals do not enjoy rights like other citizens and that they need minority status and civil rights. Homosexuals are already protected under the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Homosexuals have the same status before the law as any other citizen. Various government agencies are available to help them if unjustly fired or denied housing. But gay rights laws would allow homosexuals to join groups like racial minorities and the handicapped who face discrimination because of what they are, not because of how they behave. Remember, homosexuality is a chosen behavior.
Thank you very much. If you will, please, in the interest of time, I appreciate your expression of concern and showing your support for an agenda. However, just keep in mind that we do have a quite lengthy agenda. Proceed, ma'am.
Thank you. Gays say they are Gays say they are economically disadvantaged and compare their plight with that of black Americans. But look at some figures. According to the July 18th, 1991 edition of the Wall Street Journal, the average homosexual income the average household income for homosexuals was $55,000 compared with $32,000 for the average American household. Homosexuals were 3 times more likely to be college graduates, 3 times more likely to hold professional or managerial positions, 4 times more likely to be overseas travelers. That's not disadvantaged. Homosexuality is increasingly linked with pedophilia, the sexual molestation of children. A study in the British Journal of Medicine in 1987 found homosexuals were 18 times more likely than heterosexuals to engage in sex with minors. The magazine Psychological Reports published a study revealing homosexuals commit more than 1/3 of all child molestations. The pedophile group called the Man-Boy Love Association has fought to see age of consent laws repealed. That's to legitimize sex with children. The gay rights platform supports these efforts. The push for gay rights now includes transgendered persons or transvestites. If gay rights laws are passed, those who cross-dress could not be fired if they show up at the classroom or the office in drag. The Civil Rights Act of '93 in its current form includes no religious exemption. I'm told by legal experts in Washington that even if a religious exemption is added to this bill, it would apply only to the position of pastor. Churches could still be forced to hire homosexuals as music ministers, pianists, office workers, and even in their daycare centers. As you can see, more is at stake here than just simple basic rights for homosexuals. We need to send a message to Congress to oppose gay rights legislation, and we're asking you as a commission to send that message by approving Pinkston and Flanagan's resolution. Thank you.
Good night. will, please. And again, I thank you. However, we have it looks like about 50 people that are wanting to speak today.
No demonstration.
And, excuse me?
Not have any demonstration tonight.
And I would respectfully request of you that we limit time and safe time.